What is up, everybody? Josh here with JM Junk Movers, and I got a little bit of a drive right now, and I wanted to do a short little video talking about marketing. I haven't done a video specifically on marketing yet, so I wanted, I'm driving through a neighborhood right now, and like, I'm seeing piles like that. I just saw, it's like, I don't know, 8 cubic yards right there. Just saw a garage that had like 10 mattresses in it. Y'all need my service. I might just stop and come back. Go hit those houses with some flyers, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, guys, doing one about marketing and how I do marketing and what my recommendations are for marketing. It's not gonna go in like serious depth, but I'm gonna explain to you why and how I do what I do. I'm not saying it's the right way, not saying it's the wrong way. It's definitely a controlling way. I don't really give marketers a whole lot of space to just do what they want. They have to explain to me why they're doing what they're doing, why they recommend it. Anyways, so when you use a service for marketing, whether it's ads, SEO, social media posts, whatever marketing it is, there's a million companies that are doing it. All right, and my analogy to marketing companies are, we are predators. We're the ones that get the work, get the money from the user, right? That money comes to us. We've done the work on, trucks, insurance, all of these things that are extremely expensive, that are difficult, that are high risk. And then, right, so predator, they're at risk of getting kicked, horned, whatever they're attacking, whatever they're fighting, potential death, right? We're driving around in our vehicles. Well, then on the other side of predators, you have the scavengers. Vultures, hyenas. We did all the dangerous work. They come in, they say, oh, I'm gonna get a piece of that. I'm gonna get a piece of that. What you've worked so hard for, I'm gonna get a piece of. But here's the caveat. I will get you more food. They will get you more food, right? Income if they're good. So that's the difference between the two, is they can grow your business. Now, the issue with marketing agencies and individuals is they're as numerous as a freaking realtor. And we've all worked with realtors. There's some high performing realtors and there's some that are low performing. It's the same thing with marketing. There's some high quality junk removal companies, there's low quality junk removal companies. It's the same thing across the board. And the pricing, right? Low quality anything is going to be cheaper. High quality anything is going to be more pricey. That's how you balance it. Now, with marketing agencies, there's a shitload of gray area. So the more you know about it, about that industry, the better off you're gonna be and holding them accountable. Because guess what they all want? The one thing that I hate the most, a subscription. They want your ass to subscribe for $500, $750, $1,000, $2,500, $5,000, $10,000 a month. They want you to subscribe and they say, we'll do these things and we'll take over everything. Once they get everything up and running though, 4 or 5 months, all the tinkering and tweaking, and what's that $500 buying you at that point? What's that 10 grand buying you at that point? You have to ask that, and they have to be able to justify it. Now, if they're producing, 40 pages on your website once they get everything cleaned out, then they're providing something for it, right? But 6 months in, you have to hold them accountable and understand, what am I getting for this monthly subscription? Because they want a whole bunch of people to subscribe to them so they can do an hour of work and get paid 2 grand or 5 grand or 10 grand. because once things start rolling, it's tinkering at that point and it's low time. So they got you hooked with a subscription. I hate subscriptions. So you have to find somebody, or what I recommend is finding somebody that does one of two things. One, gives you an hourly rate, or two, they only do a little bit, so you can control what they're doing. So personally, how I do it is I have a company for my Google Ads, and I have them doing stuff every single month. I literally sit down for 2 hours, an hour, and I analyze everything on my Google Ads. Every month I do this, and I do hour to 2 hours. I analyze everything on my ads, and then I go over how much I'm spending on each keyword, where's my waste, should we increase bid here, decrease bid there, how many conversions are we getting on this one. I break everything down, and then I send them a big old freaking email at the beginning of the month, and I tell them this is what I want done, and they do it in that month. And that's how I ensure that I get my quality. That's how I ensure I get the quality, and I get something for my subscription. If you don't do that, they will do nothing. They will sit on your subscription. They'll tinker here, tinker there, but if you're not holding them accountable and saying, I need you to do this, 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 they won't do it. So you have to know enough to be able to say, this is what I want. That goes into self-educating on everything you possibly can, especially when you're a sole proprietor, when it's just you, because there's so many vultures and hyenas out there that will take advantage of you. So learn the lessons that I've learned and educate yourself. And if you don't know how to do it, then create one Google campaign with a budget of $50 a day. Research on locations, demographics, keywords, negative keywords. Educate yourself on all of this stuff. Create your campaign for a year. That's what I did. I did my own campaigns for a year. And then once I was comfortable enough that I understood everything, I contracted it out so I could hold them accountable. Now, SEO. I worked on SEO, stuff like that, and research for about a year and a half, 2 years. Once I got a full big ass grasp on what is required, what's expected, what I need to do, what I don't need to do, good things, bad things, I hired a company to start doing my on-site SEO. Separate company, completely separate company. I hired a different company for technical things. So I switched servers. I stopped using the original server that I bought my website from, and I switched it to a whole new one, because every SEO company says, you're slow, your load time is slow. It's such bullshit. It's such bullshit. Anyways, so I switched to a server that is specific, and I'm gonna have an SEO company in like a month or two. I switched like 2 months ago. So they told me that, you gotta see SEO or hosting as an engine swap out. So you have a vehicle, right? Original engine, and then you give a big ass upgrade to the engine. Well, you still got a whole bunch of tinkering to do with exhausts and gear ratios and everything like that. So you still have a lot you have to do for that. It's not just a matter of, changing the engine and then it's gonna be fast again. I didn't know that, so I'm giving it like 3 to 4 months of them, my technical team, to tinker and adjust, and then I'm gonna call an SEO company and have them judge my speed. And we'll see what they say. I'm curious. I almost bet that every SEO company just says your speed sucks. Your speed sucks. I bet you that's just what they do. That's one of their, there's something going on, whatever it is. Anyways, I've hired companies to look at the website, make sure it's running smoothly, that there's nothing that's gonna make it load slowly, and I've upgraded my my hosting. So we'll see what they say. Sorry about that, guys. Freaking getting blown up over here. I'll see what they say. I'm curious about that, but I honestly believe that you load slow is just one of the things that they have to say. So yeah, keep them accountable. I use them for very specific areas where I know they specialize in. You know, you wouldn't hire somebody that's barely starting out, or someone that's doing window washing and they just started on, you know, pressure washing. You wouldn't really hire them for pressure washing. Just so you guys know, pressure washing, you gotta know what you're doing on residential. You really do. Or you can mess up a house, pavement, you can mess it up really bad. So you wouldn't use an inexperienced person for something that's not what they specialize in. So don't do that with SEO. Find out what people's talents are, what they're strong at, and that's what you hire them for. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, because then you'll become dependent on them and they'll have you by the nuts, and that's not what you want. You don't want anybody to be able to have you by the nuts. You want to have freedom and liberty to choose, so you can fire fast. So even on freelancers, something you want to be able to do is hire fast, fire fast. Don't waste your time, don't waste your money on it, and just keep it going, keep it going. So that's my advice on the marketing. Hold people accountable, understand what you're doing. There's 2 books I recommend that help you keep those companies accountable. And I'm gonna get this message real quick, and then I will be right back. All right, sorry about that, guys. I had to get that job taken care of real quick. Anyways, so I hold them accountable. I do things so I manage what they do. I don't give them free reign, because like I said, they will take advantage of it. They will sit on it and just let your subscription pay, and you don't know what's happening. You can't let that happen. You can't let anybody have that kind of control. You gotta remember, they're working for you. So if you educate yourself in the industry, you can line them out. If you educate yourself on doing certain work, how to do it, how it's done, stuff like that, you can hold them accountable. So there's 2 books that I recommend for this, and you'd be amazed. It's for their industry. There's not a whole lot of books that give good information for their industry, and you'd be amazed at how few SEO companies have read these books. SEO gurus, marketers, whatever they are, they don't read their own damn books that help their industry. It blows me away. So again, credibility comes with intelligence and, you know, experience and stuff like that. So when you can talk their language, it helps you out so much, because they won't take advantage of you, or at least they'll try harder to hide it, and it won't be so blatant, I guess. So first one is They Ask, You Answer. It is a phenomenal book on the understanding. Not everything is, sorry about that, not everything is applicable to us, but most of it is applicable in just the idea of They Ask, You Answer. The next one is The Holy Grail, guys, for SEO, the Holy Grail. And it's called the SEO Black Book. Holy Grail right there. That is the book that, if you just read that book 2 times and took notes on it, you will be more of an expert on SEO than most marketing agencies out there. On the understanding of it, not the technical, actually doing code and, you know, stuff like that, but the understanding of it. That is a very good book. Very few SEO companies have read it. So whenever you read it, you can talk like you know what you're talking about. And that is so valuable, guys, in everything. So those are the 2 books I recommend blasting as soon as you can. I personally, for Google Ads, there's companies out there that won't allow you to have access to it. I will never do work with them. I have to have full access. I create the original campaign and profile, and I give access to people to that campaign or to that profile. I have full control over everything because it's my business. If you buy a website from somebody, And you have got to ask them, is this my property? If I were to cancel with you, does anything change? They have to be able to answer that. Don't buy, so there was Town Square, it was my first website. I bought it from them. I hated them so much. I canceled, and when they canceled, the website completely changed. So all the money and the energy that was put into the original one, gone like that. So these little things you got to figure out and make sure you're applying and understanding how everything works. So marketing, it's a lot of work. There's no golden ticket, guys. You can't just push a button right here and jobs come flying your way. There's not one thing that does that. Not one thing. It's a lot of little things. And marketing agencies have a place because there is so much little stuff that needs to be done. You can't do it all. You can't run the truck and be high performing on your marketing. You cannot do it. So you have to find employees or freelancers to do it for you. And that's where the rub comes. You have to vet people. I will not give out recommendations for marketing agencies. Want to know why? Because more often than not, they all suck. So I do things differently, so I'm able to hold them accountable. I do not know what your capabilities or what your intelligence or what your knowledge is on the industry. So I don't know if you can hold people accountable like I can. So I don't give out who I do business with. I'll say, no, I don't do business with them, but I won't give you my people because I can't guarantee that they will be able to do the same thing for you that they're doing for me, because I don't know who you are. I don't know how you work. I don't know your levels of skill. Hopefully that makes sense. Vet them and try them and hold them accountable. That's the thing, is hold them accountable. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. It was super long. Marketing is not an easy subject. It's a very, very, very complicated subject. And because it's so big, it's really easy, but it's so big. There's so much to it. There's a lot of work that goes into it. And rightfully so. The more effort, the more intelligence, the smarter you are with it, the better you're gonna be. But marketing is a big old beast. And if you can get the right people in your corner, it's good. It's really good. But just be careful of all those vultures and hyenas, because they're everywhere. They're even within our industry. So be careful. Be freaking careful. Because they will take as much as they can and suck you dry, just like franchises would. Like, heck no, I would never do a franchise because of the dead weight, just ridiculousness of it. You know, just the amount of money that they pull from companies on royalties and stuff like that. It's just, whew, man, nope, I'm good. Anyways, guys, have a happy holiday season. Make this year a great one. End it off strong. Shoot off some fireworks. Hit next year running. Hopefully you had a little bit of time to get everything organized this year. Have a great one. Thank you for watching my videos. Hit the like and subscribe. Let me know if you got any questions. Thank you.